Let me ask you something. What if you could write 100 personalized emails in the time it takes to drink your morning coffee? Yeah, it sounds kind of impossible, right? But that's the promise of a new tool called OutreachGPT. Today, we're going to dive in and break down exactly how it works and what it could mean for anyone who's ever felt the pain of that cold email grind.
And this right here, this is the whole problem, isn't it? We've all been there. You open your inbox, you see that line, and you just know. It's an instant delete. That generic opening is pretty much the kiss of death for any outreach. It screams, I haven't done my homework, so why on earth should we give them our time?
And this really gets to the heart of the matter. For so long, cold outreach has been this brutal numbers game where you almost always lose. You pour hours into research, you craft what you think is the perfect message, and then crickets. It's this soul-crushing cycle of putting in a ton of effort for almost zero reward. So this is basically the before and after shot. On the left, you've got the old way, slogging through manual research, using those tired, generic templates, and, getting those dismal reply rates. But on the right, you see the Outreach GPT way. We're talking automated scraping, truly hyper-personalized messages, and emails that are designed to be conversation starters. It is a completely different ballgame. All right, so let's get into the solution itself. And I want to be really clear here, this is not just another email blasting tool. It's being framed as a personalization engine. It's designed to automate the single most important part of outreach, making the person on the other end feel like you're talking directly and only to them. So what's the magic here? What's under the hood? Well, OutreachGPT is an automated workflow. It cleverly combines the power of n8n, which is a fantastic automation platform, with the brain power of GPT-4o, OpenAI's latest and greatest model. All you do is give it a simple list of contacts, and it just takes it from there, creating a totally unique email for every single person. And this is the really cool part, how it gets that personalization. We're not talking about just guessing or plugging in some generic placeholder. No, this workflow is actively going out and scraping data from a lead's LinkedIn profile and their company's About page. It then uses that specific, super relevant info to build a message that actually shows you've done your research, mentioning their real role and what their business is all about. Okay, so we get the what and the why, but what about the how? How does this whole thing actually work from start to finish? Let's take a look inside that automation workflow. This lays out the entire journey perfectly. It all starts with something you probably already use, a simple Google Sheet with your list of leads. From there, the workflow just kicks into gear, automatically scraping the web for intel on each person. All of that rich, juicy data gets fed to GPT-4o, which basically becomes your personal on-demand copywriter. And finally, all those newly written personalized emails get neatly organized in a new Google Sheet, ready for you to look over. And as a really nice touch, you get a ping on Slack when it's all done. It's simple, it's clean, and it's incredibly powerful. Now, if you want to get this running yourself, you do need a few things. It's a pretty short list, though. You'll need n8n, which you can either host yourself or just use on their cloud platform. You'll need an OpenAI API key for all the AI magic. And of course, you'll need Google Sheets to handle your lists. That Slack integration, totally optional, but it's a pretty handy extra. Okay, so it works. But how well does it work? Let's talk about the results, because it's one thing to automate, but it's another thing to be effective. And the key features here really boil down to three things: doing it fast, doing it for a lot of people, and doing it intelligently. First up, let's talk about scale. We are not just talking about a few emails here. We're talking about the ability to handle over 100 leads in one go. And then you've got the speed. This is where things just get kind of wild. So let's put those two things together and just let that sink in. You can process over 100 unique personalized emails in less than 15 minutes. What would take a person days of tedious, mind-numbing work, this workflow gets done in less time than it takes to have a coffee break. That's just a staggering jump in efficiency. But look, speed and scale are totally useless if the emails sound robotic, right? That's where the intelligence comes in. To keep things from sounding repetitive, OutreachGPT actually uses 5 different proven copywriting frameworks, and it rotates through them automatically. This is what keeps your outreach feeling fresh and engaging, and it means you're not sending a bunch of cookie-cutter emails. And as smarts don't even stop there. The final output is already set up for you to review and then easily import into whatever sending tool you use, like Gmail or Lemlist.
It even comes with a library of prompts for 7 different industries to help you get started. And of course, there's that great little sock notification. The whole system is just really, really well thought out. All these features, they all point back to this one core idea. The goal here is to get you away from the monotonous task of writing emails one by one, and instead to move you towards a scalable way to start actual, genuine conversations. It's the classic definition of working smarter, not harder.
So, when you take a step back and look at a tool like this, what does it all mean for the future? For anyone in sales, marketing, or really any field that relies on outreach, this feels like a pretty fundamental shift in how we can connect with people at scale.
And if there's one big thing to take away from all this, it's this right here. The real power isn't just about saving a bunch of time. It's about finally being able to run a high-quality, deeply personalized outreach strategy, but at a massive scale. It's like you're getting the best of both worlds, the personal touch of a one-on-one message combined with the reach of a huge campaign. So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. Imagine for a minute that you could set up a system that just runs. It finds people, it researches them, it contacts them with the right message, all while you're free to focus on the actual conversations that come back. What would that change for you or your business? It's a powerful thought, and honestly, it's a future that's a lot closer than you might think.